Hello, my name is Christian Imes from the band Animals in Denial, and this is my tool of the week. This being my tool of the week, we're gonna turn off the amp now, because it's noisy, high gain modeling amp, and when we describe what this is, you'll see why. One of the things is this is a 50's reissue Stratocaster, made in Mexico, and is actually, people think it's Fiesta Red. It's not. It was a Guitar Center only color. It was Rangoon Red. It looks different in person, and different lighting. It looks more red, more orangish. Yeah, but I love it because it's got the 50's voice pickups, so a lot less output, not very high outputting thing, but like when you drive them through amps and stuff, you get these really jangly tones and stuff like that, quintessential Strat stuff. Then on the back, you've got this neck. It's got the V shape, and so I don't know why, but I love playing on this neck. It's probably one of my favorite necks ever made. It's not too narrow, not too chunky. I'm not a fan of the tuners. I don't, but it's because I had the other ones when I started playing guitar, and so I got used to that. I'm really good at that. These I still have to work to change the strings. The vintage style Cluson style tuners. I don't know if they are Clusons or not. It's a Mexican Stratocaster. I bought this thing. It was on sale. I was in Guitar Center, and it was years ago, and I've had it, and I fell in love with it. Like, there's all kinds of wear marks on the thing, but I started out, it was like mainly like the guitar that I would jam on like Chili Pepper stuff to, and then like it was like I just really like found myself like playing all kinds of stuff with the neck and just loved it. So then I recorded a bunch of stuff. It's been on a lot of songs. This Strat probably gets more playtime than any other Strat that I have. The only thing I wish is that it had 22 frets. If it had 22 frets, it would be the ultimate 50 Strat. Like that's the thing for me. It's like if I did a signature thing or a custom shop thing, it'd be a 22 fret or 24 fret neck with the V shape instead of the C shape, which I don't mind the C shape. It really doesn't. Different neck shapes for me make me play differently. This one, like, I'll do a lot of funky stuff and stuff like that. Like I have fun with this guitar, but then you can get really like when you overdrive everything, like when everything's like, so I'll use a Fender Mustang amp, and like I have this American 90s preset that I've tweaked to be my liking, and it's like I think it's using a I think it's modeling a dual rectifier amp, but anyway, that doesn't matter. It sounds like it gives off this kind of like 80s 90s vibe to it, but like when you drive this thing in it, it can get so shrill that it cuts through, but it's a good kind of shrill. It's weird to explain. Like you've heard it on stuff. Like I used it on Hope, and like it's really like it's because of the low output pickups, like it gets really crystalline, and so that shrillness, crystalline kind of sound, if it's what you're looking for, if it fits the song, it's perfect. And like that's pretty much how I operate with tools. It's like I've never found a guitar that I really don't like the way that it sounds. I have things that I don't like the way that they sound for this kind of music or the thing or the song that I'm working on, which is why I have so many tools, because of that reason. I use 10 gauge strings, D'Addario, I think, D'Addario. Yeah, anyway, those strings, the orange ones. So I use those pretty much on everything. There's a few exceptions, but like this is no exception. Didn't float the trim or anything like that because I took the bar off. I just don't need it for this thing. Like it's really like, I swear it's like it's like a turbo Boxster for like cars. Like it's really good at being a Stratocaster. You can get really country kind of tones with it. You can get funky with it. You can play rock with it. Um, you can even play like it's like even like on some more metally sounding stuff. I'll sometimes like do like these octave things. I'll do that kind of stuff with something like this with this guitar, and what it'll do is like because it's so crystalline and so ice picky, it pokes right through the mix and stuff, and so when it blends with other stuff, it'll make another sound, and it'll a texture, if you will. So anyway, yeah, like the neck on this thing, I can't talk about it enough. Like it's a gloss neck, but it never gets sticky. I don't know what it is about this guitar. Like it's like I never had like there's some necks. It's like yeah they stick, but this was not one of them. Reinforced. I got a dinghy from where I changed the jack, and me and my father-in-law, and some of the solder dripped onto the body, but it's a battle scar. Now it's relicked by playing it and using it, the old way. Anywho, yeah, but this is, anytime it's like we're gonna start. This one's tuned to E right now. A lot of times they're tuned to F, but like this got used on the song Hope too. It was one of the first songs that I actually used this on, and it was basically the guitar I played all the lead the guitar that I played all the lead parts with. So all the solos and stuff were done with this. The chords, the rhythm chords and stuff like that, those were done with a different guitar. We'll talk about that guitar another time. But like this one, like I was just in that mode of we felt one with the guitar, and it just everything kind of flowed out and stuff. Most of that, all of the takes in that song were all single takes. And the first time I played the song, actually, which is we'll get into how I write stuff and how that happens later. But like, yeah, it's like for me, the tool fits the song that I'm working on. Kind of dictates the tool that I need. So it's like there's a sound that the song is asking me for that I'm working on, and part of my job as artist, producer, blah, 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 is to go and find the tool, get the tool that's needed to pull that job off. And it's like there's sometimes where, it's like some things that don't sound right for one thing are perfect for this other thing. So this is kind of my philosophy with gear. It's why it's like, as we go about this series, like you'll see, I'll talk about some stuff that's hard to get, some stuff that's easy to get. It's from all the gamut. There are no bad sounds. There's just bad sounds for certain things. But yeah, there's not a lot to say about these guitars. Like it's got, other than it's not exactly period correct because it's a 50's. It's not any specific year of the 50's. It's just the 50's. And so it's like you've got kind of some appointments that weren't there. So it's like there's no 3-way switch. It's a 5-way switch, which I like. So there's some things that are better and stuff, but then it's, the vintage coverings on the pickups are a nice touch too. They kind of got that yellowy vibe and stuff like that. I like that. It's not that heavy. It's not the lightest Strat, but it's not that heavy either and stuff. And so like I can sling this one, maple neck. Yeah. So anyway, and try not to ding stuff. Sorry about that. But yeah, like it's one of my favorite guitars. It's one of those I'll never sell it. It's just been, I've played it on too many tracks. I've written too many songs at this point with it. I've jammed on it too much. Anytime I go into a new situation where if I'm jamming with people and stuff, it tends to be the first guitar that I pick up because it's like home base. It's like set. I started with a Stratocaster, so an Affinity Strat. But anyway, that's another video. This is my tool of the week, my 50's Stratocaster. I've played it a lot this week, and will continue to play it a lot, but it's the one that I wanted to. I felt like, this is the one I should do this video about because it's such a special guitar, and I could never bring myself to part with it. So, anywho, if you don't use it, you lose it. And on that bombshell, I'll see you next time.